easily. So it's really very simple mechanics. And it's just a matter of learning how to keep our weight centered. And as we learn how to keep our body centered over our center of balance, which is in the hips, we also learn how to keep our mind centered. So our mind isn't so easily pulled. And we're able to stay calm even in stressful situations. We're able to maintain a sense of balance even in stressful situations. So Mark, I said I wouldn't show you anything I couldn't teach you. And I definitely can't pick you up. But I'd like to show you the principle that I just used. So Mark, if you face the group here, and just stand with your feet right underneath you. And Mark, I'd like you to think about a spot just below where your belt buckle would be, if you were wearing a belt. So maybe 3 or 4 inches below your belt buckle. This is the center of balance for the upper body. The point where the weight of the upper body naturally rests when we're relaxed in good posture, with a straight spine. So Mark, if you just think about that spot, right, just think about, we call it the 1 point in Aikido. If I touch on Mark's sternum here, and just think about your 1 point, and you can look straight ahead, and I apply a little bit of pressure to his sternum, Mark is very stable naturally. His body remains centered and balanced naturally. But Mark, if you just change your mind and think about the top of your head. Now, with his mind at the top of his head, if I apply the same pressure, he has to push back to maintain his balance. And he begins to wobble, just by changing the location of his focus. So once again, if you allow your mind to naturally settle at the 1 point, right, it doesn't take effort to do this. The body is naturally settling with gravity. Everything is naturally settling to this point already. We simply allow the mind to settle with the body as the body relaxes. Then, when I touch and press, Mark is very stable. In fact, I can press quite firmly, and he's very stable. So, just adding just a little bit to this, if I say, Mark, please walk forward. Now it's difficult, right? And Mark's a big guy, and I'm not. So it's interesting this becomes difficult. But it's because when I ask Mark to walk forward, where do you think his mind goes? To the place where he feels pressure. To the place where he feels conflict. So we say his mind comes up. So Mark, if you do this with me, right, you can just press here like this. If my mind comes up and I try to walk, then it's very easy for him to hold me back. But if I keep my mind relaxed at my center, then I can move naturally. Simply because I'm maintaining my posture. Okay? So your turn. Right? I won't show you anything I can't teach you right away. So simply allow your mind to relax. And now what you can do, Mark, this is helpful. You can imagine maybe you're wearing a belt that has a little attachment and someone connects a rope to it. And just start by walking in place. Right? So just walking in place so his weight is centered and he's balanced. Now just imagine someone starts reeling in that rope. Just reeling in the rope. Just reeling. Yes. And now he's moving naturally. Okay. Give him a hand, please.